Welcome to the Hinkleshop. Returning viewers will know that this little guy's name is Mr. Capers. Now he's starting to struggle a little bit. He's getting a little older, and as you can see, his back legs are dragging and he can barely jump up into a chair now. He can jump up onto the couch. As you can see, he's wobbling there pretty good in the back end. And I just simply can't let him have this trouble without trying to do something for him for jumping up on objects. Now, he can get up on a couch, but it takes him a couple of tries. Typically, we would lift him, but I wanted you to see that his back end is definitely struggling. Bone, come on. Come on. And just like that, what a good boy. A great actor. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to build that little guy a ramp to get himself up onto our bed. Our bed is 32 inches high, and he certainly isn't going to be able to jump up there on that bed. The arrow that I was showing you was a little notch in the bench there that I use as a pivot point to rotate those pieces of paneling or plywood up onto the bench. Here I'm going to use the piece of plywood, the second piece, as a straight edge so that I don't have to go get my ruler. It's a good little trick. Takes a little bit of footwork back and forth, but it works. Of course, a track saw would be easier if you had one long enough to do an 8-foot piece. Then we just drag a line a couple of times back and forth. Push it out of the way, pull it off the bench, slide some pieces of wood under it. It was right about there that I thought, I'm going to run out of lead cord here. I made it. Now the premise of this thing is a two-directional ramp with a landing in the middle. Don't throw your dust on the floor when you got a Super Sucker 6000. It'll be 6 foot by 32 inches high. And yes, I do have a track saw that will reach across that space. So we're going to use it. Makes things a little easier for sure. Alright, the centerpiece in between the upper case and the lower case doesn't have the box on the end of it. So I need to shorten up the centerpiece, but I want it the same height as the top to create the railing. So I've taken that and I've slid it over to eliminate the length of the box. I know that this is the top. I can now bring this down through here, and I can square that off, and I've got a perfect railing for Mr. Capers to go up onto the bed. And just like that, 2x4s. Framework will be 2x2s. 1x2s, these guys cut in half. Okay, starting to look like something. As you can see, we've got a landing there on the right hand side. I'm just putting this up here to kind of eyeball things. You'll notice here in a second that I measured the distance across the top, or the box side here, but I never straightened out the other end to make it match. But at least this way it gave me an idea of what it looked like. Here, I'm showing you how this is going to work. Up, continuing up, jump on bed. And now my favorite part, when I make stuff that's got to go in the house, take it back apart so you can get it through the door. We're going to just disassemble it in as small pieces as I can stand, or as big a pieces as I can stand, tote it back in the house, put it back together. Alright, here we are in the bedroom. This is where it all happens.
Vernon.
I meant the dog ramp. Alright, let's get this thing together. As you can see, it's the perfect height. This guy will come over where he belongs and get screwed back in. This guy will get screwed back in here, like so. The ramp will develop. And then we have this footboard that used to be on the end of the bed that I'm hoping I can reincorporate somehow to create the railing where he needs it, and maybe a little more privacy as he's running up there, because that is going to be the trick, is getting that little booger to climb that thing. He's very nervous. So let me get this together and we'll see if we can make him climb the thing. And so, as oftentimes happens, I send in the paint department and immediately get a change design order from the painter, aka Lisa. Nowhere to be found during the design process, too busy with the baby James. But now she says it would be nice to have a hole cut here so that she can store her shoes and stuff underneath. So she gets what she wants. We're going to cut a hole in this thing. Tight fit. Voila! I'll trim that out a little bit. Add a couple of screws back in here. We had to add a guardrail for Mr. Capers. You'll see why in a little bit. You're doing a fine job.
Thank you.
Although you didn't follow directions. Missed a spot. Right there where that screw head is.
Please leave.
But it's a spot right there.
Vernon, it's going to be covered up.
Oh, only the best here at the Hinkleshop. I think if you went down then up rather than up then down on your brush, it'd probably work better. No?
Vernon,
What?
do you want to do this?
Not particularly.
Then go.
I'm the builder, not the painter. You're finishing department, member. But you missed a spot right there. Nothing?
No.
Alright, well, I'll leave you to it for a few minutes and I'll be back to critique some more. Alright, there you have it. Come one, come all to the Hinkles Brothers Shop Circus. I don't know. The Hinkle Brothers Lisa and Vernon Circus. Now, the question was, will that little bugger go up this thing? I'm lying because I know he will, but let's just show you how it works. Mr. Capers, want this bone? Want this bone? Come on. Come on. And just like that, what a good boy! A great actor. There it is now. Y'all, if you want plans for this thing, I don't know what you're going to do because I made it out of this head, and as you can see, this head isn't too straight, but I'll do my best. Leave a comment in the comments below if you'd like me to try and make you a set of plans for this. I'll do my best if there's any interest, but other than that, Mr. Capers is happy. Atlas is barking. He's not. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
It's on.
Alright, there you have it. Come one, come all to the Hinkles Brothers Shop Circus. I don't know. The Hinkle Brothers Lisa and Vernon Circus. Now, the question was, will that little bugger go up this thing? I'm lying because I know he will, but let's just show you how it works. Mr. Capers, want this bone?